something like a merman or mermaid.
Don't you never.
You're a something.
Don't you ever.
Amphibious.
No, I'm not amphibious. I'm human-like.
I saw you hanging out down by the river, basking in the sun, going in and out of the water.
I was sitting on the rock in the middle of the water.
Alligator self.
For a reason, okay? And it was a valid reason, and it was fair for me to be there.
Crocodile.
Crocodilic is what I like to be considered because I'm still humanoid.
I see you more as a salamander.
Don't ever.
One of those giant Japanese salamanders.
Don't you fucking ever in your life disrespect my lineage like that. Okay?
I see you as a salamander.
There's nothing reptilic about me, but you.
I didn't say reptilic. I said amphibian.
What's the difference?
One breathes air. One lives in the water and outside of the water.
You hear that?
You know, they're two different things.
That's what
I don't know the exact thing.
That's what science.
Listen,
will do
I never
for
claimed to be a scientist,
but
I claimed to err on the side of science.
I err on the side
most
of
my
life.
life.
I err on the side of true life.
Me too.
You know, and there's certain things that I had to accept about my body, and I ain't proud of them. I accept them, but I ain't proud of them. There's things about me that's much more skinny, much more stout, and much shorter than I wanted them to be. One thing really comes to mind.
Your toes.
My toes, dude. They are much smaller, way skinnier, and much more stout. I wish
they
should
be
stocky.
Slightly longer.
They should be much longer, dude. They should be much longer, and it's really shameful because it prevents me from doing a lot.
Yeah, you're always falling when you walk because your toes.
When I talk to women, I'm insecure because deep down I know I might be having the conversation
little
with you.
Toes mean this is
Listen, I might be having the conversation with you, and I might think that you're extremely attractive, and I could really be like, in my head, you know, this is somebody I really want to get to know.
Mm-hmm.
But in the back of my head, in that little dark fucking closet spot, in that little corner that's got the cobwebs and it's dark back there, and there's some creature.
So
I just stay away from it. That little stout thing.
That
little stout thing is prevalent in that little corner. You understand me? So when I'm sitting here and I'm face to face with a beautiful woman, my head's not in it.
About your toes.
I'm thinking about that little short ass, stout, skinny as fuck toe, and I get angry at God, and that's where this was rooted. That's where this was rooted because I was thinking, and I just got so vengeful. I was thinking, I said, God, why have you damned me to a life with such a short, skinny, stout fucking toe? Huh?
What toe? The big toe?
This is not fair. I said, God, this is not fair. Why have you forsaken me?
I don't know.
He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything, obviously.
So now, because of that, I decided, hey, we need to test these limits because this faith that I believed.
Start opening your mind up.
How could it have given me such a little stout thing?
It's a character builder. it builds your sense of humor and stuff.
Oh, you're so funny. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but it's still small. Okay? Okay? And I said it to my therapist. You don't want to know the advice?
Listen, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
People don't care. People don't. Horse shit! Of course they do. Of course they do.
People don't care, but really. Hey, Sean.
Alex.
Yeah.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Alex.
Hey, Sean.
Because of that revelation, we decided collectively to go and to compare a few different philosophies.
Couple of places. We only went to one, though.
A few different constructs.
Mm-hmm.
And how they conflict with each other. Culturally.
Socially.
Both bring a different element to life as we know it. Both do, and both are valid, and both are extremely important for the progression of us as human.
For sure, definitely. One is an expression of ourselves, I assume. Right?
Well, you say assume like you're apart from it. You are part of that part of that one. Art is what we're talking about.
Well, yeah. I'm saying like
One
it's an expression of oneself and humanity as a whole. I assume.
Yeah.
I said it again. I assume.
Yep.
And and the other one is
Science.
like our constant need for progression and knowledge and wonder of the world around us.
Well,
and
that's where, because just now we were talking about how at the core of things we're much more similar than we are different, right?
Yeah. We should introduce the fact that we went to the Science Museum yesterday.
We went to the Science Museum yesterday, and the reason we did that is because we're going to do a series for you guys.
Two-parter.
It's a first for the crawl. It's just our little baby
part one.
series.
We're going to have a to be continued.
It is going to be
next time.
Next time that you see us, we're going to be talking about the other thing.
The other thing. Art.
Today, we're talking about science.
Science.
And in order to get kind of the full grasp of science, and in search of us not sounding completely asshole-ish and ignorant and
it's still going to sound like that. I mean,
it's still going to come off
It's definitely
going to
sound like that.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
You're going to have to deal with it.
Sorry. But you love it because I think that a lot of us, if we let go of ego, I think a lot of us are much more ignorant than we want to be. I think that's a fair statement.
That's very fair. Yeah.
You know? And we did this so that we could hopefully pump up our knowledge and our information when it came to the topic of science.
I did it for fun. I love that place. It's like one of my favorite places to go ever. Science Museum, so sick.
I never been to a museum.
Yeah.
Dude,
you speak Greek?
You could tell. Can you?
Do
it one more. Do it a little
I don't
longer.
know. I don't know how to speak
All right,
Greek.
I'm going to take a lesson, right? So you're teaching me Greek.
I really don't even know what Greek sounds like. I feel like it's like a bunch of that.
Sometimes I'll do the fucking, and sometimes I'll let her fuck me.
So an alien came to Earth to be hate fucked by a human.
Mm-hmm. That's my theory, and it's just as valid.
And that's why they're suppressing the information.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't letting that get out.
Well, because I think that all these old white men in government are, stingy with the hate fucking. Maybe it's the best pussy you ever got. Maybe it's the most unimaginably incredible sex that you could have would be with an alien. And that's what Area 51 is. It's just where the elite go.
To bang aliens. Just an alien bang fest.
It's an alien brothel, dude. And that's why we ain't allowed there.
Damn.
Because they're stingy with the pussy. And I hate to be the one to say it.
Stingy.
They're stingent.
Stingent
upon
stringently
my ration of alien pussy, dude. And it's unfair. It's unfair.
There's enough to go around.
But it is what it is, dude.
Yeah.
And the Science Museum
I'm
has
glad we
many
went here
different things.
because I think
there was a reason.
It definitely gave you even said that earlier. It gave you a little more incentive to believe in science.
Because of my short, stout
toes.
You're supposed to say
Toes.
because now they all know.
I don't think needing to defend ourselves against aliens is a super pressing issue at this moment in time.
Until it is, right? Because if it does become an issue, we're going to be behind the ball.
What are we supposed to do? Just sit around,
shadow
of new shadow box for these aliens.
If every person on Earth started shadow boxing, not only would we create sustainable energy from the wind force, but we would also be able to defend ourselves on hand-to-hand combat against alien life. And that's my proposition. And that's thanks to the Science Museum.
Everybody should learn how to box just in case.
Beat the shit out of these
just
aliens.
Just in case
the
Greys come.
Beat the shit out of the Greys.
For that hate fucking.
Hate fuck them after. Dude, that's what we got to do. It's just preparation work, It's like premeditation because I heard a wise man once say, nothing at all. And what I took out of that, premeditation will win the race 9 times out of 10. And listen, I don't know how we would start to prepare, but I think a good place to start would be to entertain the idea and give it legitimacy and not discredit it immediately, okay?
It ain't going to be pretty.
This ain't going to be pretty, but you know what? It's the crawl.
building.
City of Boston. We are doing a series for you. Welcome to the vlog, baby. I'm sitting here on ice. Listen here, baby. We're doing fancy feet. We're doing Contest of Constructs.
Contest of the Constructs.
My boy. The Crawl Boys are back, baby.
We're here.
We're here at the Museum of Science.
Having some fun. Up on top of this roof. This is what we came for. Now let's get out of here. Let's leave.
We're over here at the Museum of Science. This is episode 1 for the Contest of Constructs series. It's going to be a fun one. Glad you guys are here. Let's go, baby.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
somewhere. Oh. Vin Diesel.
Yeah, it's supposed to replicate the vacuum void of space. So there's always starlight in space.
Yes.
But there's nothing for it to bounce off. I hope that door
Get it away from me. No. Now that's a Renaissance painting I've ever seen.
Dude, those guys were in very contorted and strange spaces and like I don't know, positions.
In like weird positions like this,
Damn,
doing weird things.
Dude, they were. There was one.
Why would you ever sit on a couch like this with like 50 people around you, like almost in your ear, like
and little baby fat angels
flying around?
little fat angel babies, dude. where do they fucking get it, dude? Like, I don't know when we lost that as far as like culture and art depicting little babies that were overweight
little
and
fat
angels,
angel babies.
but we should bring it back.
Somewhere in the 1600s, maybe,
In the 1600s, shit was
or
wild.
the
back
16th
then.
century. I don't know.
Shit was really something else back then, dude. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, welcome.
It's so great, just so great to have you here with us again. You know, when I'm not doing crawls or when I'm not recording for the crawl, I'm starting to miss these folks. That feeling when we release and we have the live chat on YouTube, like during the premiere and stuff, and the couple
It's fun.
days.
It's going on right now, in the future.
Right now,
But
dude.
in
Yeah, yeah, you're part of it
now.
Right, but you're part of it right now.
How does it work?
But I don't know. When it's not happening, I miss it. So it's cool, dude. It's fucking good. It feels good to be back.
It does.
It's good to be here again.
It's good to be here again.
We teased a little bit, but we did. Today is a part 2 of a series. If you watched last week, you already know what's
Obviously, you already know.
up. You already know what's up. And today is part 2 of a series that we're going to
Part
be calling
two,
the contest.
Contest. Well, I think we called it conflict of the constructs in the last episode.
Right.
But
I know.
I like contest better.
Yeah.
So let's go with
contest
contest of the constructs.
Contest of the constructs, dude. And I called it conflicts of the constructs probably 100 times. in the
Probably
last
I
one.
didn't, and I didn't like realize in the moment. But when I listened back, I was like, oh,
Because it was always supposed to be contest.
contest.
But somewhere along the way, as stuff normally does, it got
It gets
twisted
skewed.
up.
It gets twisted in your mind.
It got twisted up. You know, and so today, last week we did the Museum of Science in Boston. And if we kind of dig in for the folks that weren't here last week, we can dig in a little bit into what the series is all about.
Like science versus the arts, basically.
Science versus the arts, dude, because both are constructs that man has come up with to try to figure out or try to explain how the world around them works or makes them feel, right? Like in science, it's man's way to try to figure out and understand
the reason behind it, kind of.
Yeah.
And like, what What are you making that face for?
Because you were just doing it, dude.
Because I'm trying. Oh, that's my thinking face,
you were
I
giving
guess.
You were giving me some strange eyes, dude.
Giving you the wonky eyes.
A little bit wonky, dude. They were
Sorry.
wonked up. You were
I was
just being
thinking-
expressive.
I was being expressive, which
You were
is
just
a form
being
of
expressive.
art. Honestly, I kind of think I liked the Museum of Fine Arts a little bit better.
No way. I think you're only saying that because we just went.
Maybe, but I liked it a lot. Thought it was like cool, peaceful.
They
just,
are
like, looking at all the shit,
yeah.
and like there was a bunch of stuff from like 200 BC and all that shit.
I thought he was going to say there was a bunch of very good-looking girls. That's what I thought you were going to say. But that's also
that's
true.
But
I love artsy girls, dude.
yeah,
They are so groovy, dude. They are so interesting and cool and beautiful, dude. And they got such cool style. Dude, there was a couple girls there. The Asian girl with the fuzzy hat. Damn, dude.
Nice,
Damn,
cool
I
style.
thought I fell in love, dude. Dude, artsy girls are the best. By far, in my opinion. But we ain't got to keep talking about that. Fine art, you know. It was super cool. And I enjoy, and I knew going into it that I enjoyed this, but being around art and being around creation and expression, that type of stuff, it like sparks something in my spirit, you know, and it gets me really excited, and I just love it, you know. And I think without art, what would
life be?
Like, what would our society or our culture look like if there was no
art, no form
of art at all?
Art at all. That means there's no music, no like
paintings, or
no like
even
TV type shit.
I would consider writing, like
Writing.
yeah,
Oh,
like writers.
would be fucking cavemen still.
We'd be so
Even cavemen did cave art.
Well, no, I think there's
cave art.
I think there's a big difference between creative writing and like communicative,
Community cave.
like
Community.
writing under the hopes of communication.
Yeah. There definitely is like
We would probably still physically write, but how many hallways do we need full of ceramic? You know, but we can't have one room dedicated to abstract art. It's wild.
and there was a lot of closed things. Like we snuck into the Egypt exhibit.
Oh,
That was closed under construction, but
That made me feel like a bad boy.
we got kicked out as we were leaving. So it was just like whatever.
It was like a double negative. They kind of like,
Yeah.
it made it neutral.
She's just like,
They
you
crossed
can't
each
be
other
in
out.
here. This place is closed.
But she was sweet enough. Like, the one thing I will say about the
I feel
Fine Art Museum, the fucking people, they're bullies, dude. The people
I
that
feel
work
like they're
over
kind
there,
of like NPCs. They're just walking around, just like you cannot go in there. It's under construction.
they just
Like they don't really have any emotion or anything.
But there's a sense of authority, because I would feel them like walking around me, and I would be like, like what? Like it made me feel like a criminal.
You're just walking in their predetermined walking path.
Yeah, they probably circle the same wing over and over. They got a route, and now my big ass is in the way. So you know what? Sheila is gonna take me out, dude. She's gonna take me out. Artistry. People are fucking snobby as hell when it comes to art, dude.
Super snobby.
They'll see guys
There's
like
a lot
us.
of shit that like
Take that fucking somewhere else, boss. This shit is for humanity, and I'm part of it.
look at the
dickhead.
stain and hole on his sweatshirt.
Just coffee stains.
It's some sort of stain.
Dude, there's mad tweed jackets going on, is what I'll
A
say.
lot of tweed.
Some corduroy pants, dude.
Corduroy pants, heavy on the corduroy.
Dude, corduroy. I'm so big. If I ever wore corduroy pants, the friction alone would start a fire in my
feel
balls.
the power fucking.
In the African massacre, as soon as we got in there, there was the guy with like the trench coat on, but then under it you could see just a little bit of his legs, and he was wearing like spandex pants.
Something, yeah. I was like, what's going on there?
I miss that. He had.
He was very eccentric.
he had
a
gold
tweed
gold pants.
tweed button-up coat, like covering all the way to from his like knees up, and then like silver or gold like leggings on, and like some like dress shoes or something, dude.
What?
Like
Dude, you know, he got in the mirror when
like,
he woke
what?
up. He was like,
Perfect.
perfect. Let's go to the museum. Let's go to the
His pants were
museum.
painted on or something.
But there's some hoity-toity fucking horse shittery going on over there, dude. You know, I saw a couple people that, I don't know what it was, but I saw a couple people that were like clearly just big money types.
Big money types.
Like art folks, just snobbed up, dude. I was like, yo, there's certain people in life who if they were any more uptight, I think they would implode because their whole body would shrivel up
They would
from the
just all
anus
get
first.
Sucked up into their asshole.
Like anus first, because those cheeks are so tight, dude. Damn, dude. You need a Jaws of Life just to wipe your ass with the ass that tight, dude. Chill
Just
out.
to wipe your ass with that.
Dang. Like George Orwell. George Orwell, the guy that wrote 1984.
Mm-hmm.
He grew up very, very privileged and like in one of those hoity-toity elite type of families. Resented it.
Really?
And
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And he became
He, like-
obsessed with the underbelly.
Obsessed with the underbelly of society. A little bit like yourself.
I fucking well, I didn't grow up no privileged. I had
Oh,
privilege.
But
I
you're
didn't
just,
grow
You're
up.
just obsessed with the underbelly.
I'm a product of my environment. That's the fucking truth. But so clearly he resonates a lot with me. And I actually had that in my notes. Fucking George Orwell. I resonate a lot with
I resonate a lot with George Orwell.
with his infatuation with the underbelly. I said he studied the scoundrelous.
Have you ever read 1984?
My Grammy Joe has been like advocating for it, and she gave me the book. I read the first
should
couple
read it.
chapters.
It's really good.
That's what she's saying. I think
it's
I'm gonna,
really good.
I think I'm gonna read it. She says that it mimics, and I think I've talked to you about it before.
Like shit happening
Yeah.
now, kind of.
Yeah.
You can. There's definitely similarities you can draw from it. We're definitely not totally living in an Orwellian shit, but you can. 1984, George Orwell, Big Brother.
I got the book. I ain't never read it.
Uh,
But
I could-
I'll give it to you.
I'll give it
I
to
got-
you. You got. I'll just give you mine.
Yeah.
Read it. It's good.
But
You
they-
guys should read it too. It's good.
They say that like
It's
basically
like Big Brother's always watching. It's like
it's like a
think of like communist Russia. Right?
It's like a
they're always
governmental-
looking and thinking like
complete control of
Yeah,
the people
yeah.
in the society.
yeah.
And what that would look like.
Always watching.
So I think there's grounds to the stereotype of like the tormented artist, and there's definitely proof on proof on proof of it. But you don't have to be. I think the stereotype is, in order to create great art, you have to be some type of tormented, tortured soul. That ain't
Don't
fucking
need
true.
that. Great.
How many like tormented artists from like 200 BC? You think if they were like born now and they had access to the same shit we did, how many of them do you think would just be like sad boy rappers?
They probably all would be.
Romance cities.
They'd probably all be sad boy rappers.
Hell yeah.
Making, like,
Or
effigies or some shit.
or they just wouldn't be tormented at all. Like a lot of the shit that happened back then would have not happened at all.
It would not have
Today.
been acceptable.
Be like
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 the shit that they had gone through, but there's still tragic shit that happens now, of course.
yeah, but like
Some of the shit though is like
it,
dude,
it
that
probably
fucking,
wouldn't be to the extremes that living in 200 BC.
like that fucking that first dude, Henry Marie Raymond de
Henry
Teloise.
Marie,
Henry
Jesus.
Marie Raymond
God
de
damn,
Teloise.
settle down with all them
Lautrec.
names.
He was born of generational inbreeding.
Just a little man.
He was born into so much inbreeding, dude.
Yeah, that's-
the family couldn't stop having
He's
sex
from
with each
Tennessee.
other and producing kids, and then those kids would continue the trend. His torso continued to grow like a normal man, but his legs stayed little. Baby, he still had little child legs.
That's fucking.
So he grew to be 5 feet, but it was all torso.
It was all torso. That's. Imagine if you saw that. that person
Like, that's a great example of shit
Or,
that
like,
it would not be
he's
happening.
wearing a coat and he walks in. He's just it's just a short guy, and he pulls it up and his belt's down, fucking like a foot off the ground. The fuck's going on there?
Like, fucking, dude.
Just a little tiny.
So stupid. Why are we so stupid, dude? Like 6 inches below his knee is where his whole legs would be. His legs would be this.
It's just like
His legs would be this, dude. And the rest is torso. 5 feet of torso, you got a foot and a half of leg, dude. That's a great example of a type of torture and torment that would not be happening today. Not
and
never.
that's why he's an artist.
Make like some weird ass art.
He did, dude, and he was his fuck. He did, dude. He did. It was fucked up. He had little baby legs, dude.
They didn't have any there, right?
It
Did
bothered
they?
him. Huh?
They didn't have any there, did they? No.
Of his art, no.
No,
Well, I
he's
didn't-
not. He's
none
not
that I
famous
s-
enough.
None that I saw. We should put him on the screen so that they can see his little body
Pull it up.
stature. Little body stature. And they also say there's like a little asterisk that he had a grossly fucking malformed genitalia. Grossly malformed genitalia.
Why is that like knowledge even needed?
They never needed to
They
add
just like
it.
spitting on his grave, like, oh yeah. By the way, this little short man had a gross fucking pud.
Not only did he have toddler legs, but he also had a fucked up dick.
The dude's got five names, toddler legs, and a fucked up dick.
He's either in
No,
the realm of science.
in the beginning of this,
or
I
art.
said the art museum was I liked it more,
Yeah.
but I kind of just think they're both equally as fucking cool. Like,
For different, completely different
yeah,
reasons.
yeah.
It's like different. They say that the creativity is in whatever hemisphere of the brain, and that the analytical is in the other, and like the problem solving is the other part of the brain. I could feel the energy of the two museums stimulating
The different parts of your brain.
different parts, dude. You know, like
I'm conscious of my learning.
I was. That's a wicked weird way to put it. But I guess. I don't know. I just felt myself like analyzing and thinking much differently about the shit at the Science Museum than I was at the Art Museum. The Art Museum.
The art museum, I kind of like
I'm
The-
mad hot right now, doggy.
mega hot. Like the art museum, I kind of, golly, dude,
I didn't put on no deodorant.
I can fucking tell. I can.
Oh, it's bad.
No, I'm just kidding.
You've always such a dick. I'll put it back.
No, you can take it off. We're wrapping it up here, dude. Do a little strip tease at the end of this, yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I like both of them equally, and I forget what I was saying, but
I do stink.
I really don't smell anything,
Sorry,
dude.
guys.
I really don't smell anything.
Sorry, guys. I do stink. But I'm all man, baby. I'm all man. Big boy.
I'm all man, except for that one part.
I've been walking in. The ovulate, the neutral genitalia. Because it can't make heads nor tails of what's going on around there. You know, because it's grossly malformed. There's
Grossly malformed.
Listen, guys. I don't know. Contest of the Constructs. Guys, I don't know. Which one do you favor? Are you more analytical or are you more creative? I want to know where you guys are at as a gauge. And have you been to both of these spots? Because if you have, there's like a bigger discussion on how both of them are equally necessary, but why we resonate with one or the other most of the time. You
Yeah,
know?
well, usually, like, people usually skew one way or the other, you know?
Well, boys, guys, I fucking love you to death. I cherish each.
And every one of you.
Oh, God, you make me so hard. All of you.
Oh,
That was probably a little.
That's a little too far,
I got
dude.
family listening. Don't.
Yeah. To say all is a big statement. Rewind.
Love you guys so
All
fucking
right.
much.
I appreciate each and every one of you, or whatever. Yeah.
It's the motherfucking Crawl Boys. I need you to do one thing. I need
What
you
is that? We'll do what?
I need you to grab yourself a handful.
Reach up on in there.
Grab a whole handful of that Vaseline, Daddy.
Yeah.
I need you to rub
That Vaseline, mommy. And
I need you to rub it all over yourself. All over yourself. Only the arm. Rub that Vaseline all over your arm. I need you to slather your hands so everything's all
right.
sticky. And I need you to do something
every day.
that makes your life
feel
feel
like
like
it's
it's worth it. Hi again. Welcome to the vlog.
Welcome back. Yeah, we're at the Museum of Fine Arts. We're gonna do a Contest of the Constructs vlog, crawl episode today.
Heck yeah. Listen, guys,
Look at that thing.
there's going to be a bunch of cool looking stuff.
Is that art or is that nature made? Is there a difference between natural art and human art? We're gonna find out today at the Museum of Fine Arts. What makes them fine?
pretty girl. Museum of Fine Art. Don't get much finer than this piece of art. This is the Crawl Boys trying to take a class. Ain't working. We don't have a coof. awkwardly talking to like a camera, like, "Hey, what's up, Crawl family? Welcome to the Museum of Fine Art, Crawl." But that's what we did. And this is a contest of the constructs. You con cunts. Chili con cunt day. I hope this comes out like a good episode.